ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धं सारवद्विश्वतोमुखम् अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः। You can chant.
अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम् सारवद्विश्वतोमुखम् अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः।
Let us chant the first two chapters of Ashtadhyayi. Pratamah Padaha, Pratama Adhyaye, Pratamah Padaha. Vriddhiradeich, Adeng Gunaha, Iko Gunavriddhi, Nadhatalopa Ardhadhatuke, Iti cha Vidhi Vevitam, Halo Nantara Sanyogaha, Mukhanasika Vachanonunasikah, Tulyasya Prayatnam Savarnam, Vartika to that sutra. Rilu Varnayoho Mitasavarnyam Vachyam, Anjalau Idude Dvivachanam Prakrikhyam, Asomat She निपातये काजनांग
निपातये काजनांग
ओत
ओत
संबुद्धौ शाकल्यस्येतावनार्षे
संबुद्धौ शाकल्यस्यैतावनार्षे
उयः
यः
ईदूतौ च सप्तं यर्ते इति बृहर्ह्यम्
ईदूतौ च सप्तं यर्ते इति प्रगृह्यम्
दाधाघ्वदाप्
दाधाद्वदाप
आद्यन्तवदेकस्मिन्
आद्यन्तवदेकस्मिन्
तरप्तमपौघः
तरप्तमौघः
बहुगणवतोडति सङ्ख्या
बहुगणवतुरिति संख्या
नान्ताषट्
नान्ताषट्
दति च
दति च
तवतो निष्ठा
इक्तवतो निष्ठा
सर्वादीनि सर्वनामानि
सर्वादीनि सर्वनामानि
विभाषादिक् समासे बहुव्रीहौ
विभाषादिक् समासे बहुव्रीहौ
न बहुव्रीहौ
न बहुव्रीहौ
तृतीया समासे
तृतीया समासे
द्वन्द्वे च
द्वन्द्वे च
विभाषाजसि
विभाषाजसि
प्रथमचरमतयाल्पार्धकतिपयनेमाश्च
प्रथमचरमतयाल्पार्धकतिपयनेमाश्च
पूर्वपरावरदक्षिणोत्तरापराधराणि व्यवस्थायामसंज्ञायाम्
पूर्वपरावरदक्षिणोत्तर व्यवस्थायां संज्ञायाम्
स्वमज्ञातिधनाख्यायाम्
समज्ञातिधनाख्यायाम्
अन्तरं बहिर्योगोपसंज्ञानयोगो
अन्तरं बहिर्योगोपसंज्ञानयोगो
स्वरादिनिपातम् अव्ययम्
परादिनिपातम् अव्ययम्
तद्दितश्चास्तर्वविभक्तिः
तद्दितश्च सर्वविभक्तिः
कृण्मेजन्तः
कृण्मेजन्तः
त्वात्तोऽसुन् कसुनः
त्वात्तोऽसुनः
व्ययी भावश्च
अव्ययी भावश्च
श्रीसर्वनामस्थानम्
श्रीसर्वनामस्थानम्
सुडनपुंसकस्य
सुडनपुंसकस्य
न वेति विभाषा
न वेति विभाषा
यह्यनः सम्प्रसारणम्
यज्ञः सम्प्रसारणम्
आद्यन्तौ टकितौ
आद्यन्तौ टकितौ
विदचोऽन्त्यात् परः
विदचोऽन्त्यात् परः
ये च ईघ्रस्वादेशे
ये च ईघ्रस्वादेशे
षष्ठीस्थाने योगा
षष्ठीस्थाने योगा
स्थानेन्तरतमः
स्थाने अन्तरतमः
पुरण्ड्रपरः
पुरण्ड्रपरः
अलोन्त्यस्य
अलोन्त्यस्य
ङिच्च
नीच
आदेः परस्य
आदेशस्य
अनेकाल्चित् सर्वस्य
अनेकांशित् सर्वस्य
स्थानि वदादेशो नल्विधौ
स्थानि वदादेषु नल्विधौ
अजः परस्मिन् पूर्वविधौ
अजस्तस्मिन् पूर्वविधौ
न पदान्तद्विर्वचनवरेयलोपस्वरसवर्णानुस्वार्गधीगजश्चर्विदिषु
न पदान्तद्विर्वचने वरेणानुस्वारदीर्घजष्टु
द्विर्वचने अचि
निर्वचने अचि
अदर्शनं लोपः
दर्शनं लोपः
प्रत्ययस्य लुक् श्लूलुपः
प्रत्ययस्य लुप्लुपः
प्रत्ययलोपे प्रत्ययलक्षणम्
प्रत्ययलोपे
प्रत्ययलक्षणम्
न लुमता अङ्गस्य
न लुमताङ्गस्य
अचोन्त्यादिति
अचोन्त्यादिति
अलोन्त्यात् पूर्वम् उपधा
अलोन्त्यात्पूर्वमुपदा
तस्मिन्निति निर्दिष्टे पूर्वस्य
तस्मिन्निति निर्दिष्टे पूर्वस्य
तस्मादित्युत्तरस्य
तस्मादित्युत्तरस्य
स्वं रूपं शब्दस्याशब्दसंज्ञा
त्वं रूपं शब्दस्य शब्दसंज्ञा
अणुदित्सवर्णस्य च प्रत्ययः
अनुदित्सवर्णस्य च प्रत्ययः
अपरस्तत्कालस्य
अपरस्तकालस्य
आदिरन्त्येन सहेता
आदिरन्त्येन सहेता
येन विधिस्तदन्तस्य
येन विधिस्तदन्तस्य
वृद्धिर्यस्याचामादिस्तद्वृद्धम्
वृद्धिर्यस्य चामादिस्तद्वृद्धम्
यदादीनि च
यदादीनि च
येन प्राचां देशे
देशे
इति पाणिनीयसूत्रपाठे
इति पाणिनीयसूत्रपाठे
प्रथमाध्यायस्य
प्रथमाध्यायस्य
अः पादः
प्रथमः पादः
द्वितीयः पादः
द्वितीयः पादः
कुटादिभ्यो निम्नित्
नादिभ्यो निमित्
विजयिट्
विजयित्
विभाषोर्णोः
विभाषोर्णोः
सार्वधातुकमपित्
सार्वधातुकमपित्
असंयोगालिट्कित्
असंयोगालित्
इन्धि भवतिभ्यां च
इन्द्री भवतिभ्यां च
मृड मृद गुद कुश क्लिश वद वसः क्त्वा
मृड मृद कुश कुश वद वसवा
रुद विद मुष ग्रही स्वपि प्रचस् संच इको जल
इको जल
अलन्ताच्च लिंसि चावात्मनेपदेषु
लिङ्गेषु
कुश्च वागमः हनस्य च यमो गन्धने विभाषोपयमने स्थाघोरिच्च
नागोर्च
नाक्त्वा सेट्
नाक्वासेत्
निष्टाशीं स्विदि मिदि क्ष्विदि दृशः
निष्ठाशीं विधि 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 दृशः
मृषस्तितिक्षायाम्
मृषस्तितिक्षायाम्
उदुपदाद्भवादिकर्मणोऽरण्यतरस्याम्
उदुपदादिकर्मणोरण्यतरस्याम्
भक्त्वा
च
पूरित्वा च
नोपधार्थपान्थाद्वा
नोपधार्थपान्त्वा च
वञ्ची लुञ्च्युतश्च
वञ्चीलुञ्चुत्यश्च
ऋषि मृषि कृषेः काश्यपस्य
काश्यपस्य
रलो व्युपधाद्धलादेः संश्च
संश्च
ओकालोज्यस्रदीर्घप्लुतः
कालोजस्वदीर्घप्लुतः
जश्च
अचश्च
उच्चैरुदातः
उच्चैरुदातः
नीचैरनुदातः
नीचैरुदातः
समाहारस्वरितः
समाहारस्वरितः
तस्यादितमुदात्तमर्दहरस्वम्
तस्यादितमुदात्तमर्दह्रस्वम्
एकश्रुतिदूरात् सम्बुद्धौ
एकश्रुतिदूरात् समृद्धौ
यज्ञकर्मण्यजपन्योऽङ्कः सामसु
यज्ञकर्मण्यजपन्यसामसु
उच्चैस्तरां वा वषट्कारः
उच्चैस्तरां वा वषट्कारः
विभाषा छन्दसि
विभाषा छन्दसि
न सुब्रह्मण्यायां स्वरितस्य तु दात्तः
न सुब्रह्मण्यायां स्वरितस्य तुदात्तः
देवब्रह्मणोरनुदात्तः
देवब्रह्मणोरनुदात्तः
स्वरिता संहितायामनुदात्तानाम्
स्वरिता संहितायामनुदात्तानाम्
उदातस्वरितपरस्य सन्नतरः
उदात्तस्वरितपरस्य सन्नतरः
अपृक्त एकाल्प्रत्ययः
अपृक्त एकाल्प्रत्ययः
तत्पुरुषः समानाधिकरणः कर्मधारयः
तत्पुरुषः समानाधिकरणः कर्मधारयः
प्रथमानिर्दिष्टं समासे उपसर्जनम्
प्रथमानिर्दिष्टं समासे उपसर्जनम्
एकविभक्ति च पूर्वनिपाते
एकविभक्ति च पूर्वनिपाते
अर्थवत् अधातुः अप्रत्ययः प्रातिपदिकम्
अर्थवत् अधातुः अप्रत्ययः प्रातिपदिकम्
अर्थवदधातुरप्रत्ययः प्रातिपदिकम्
प्रातिपदिकम्
वृत्तद्धितसमासाश्च ह्रस्वो नपुंसके प्रातिपदिकस्य गोस्त्रियोरुपसर्जनस्य लुक्तद्धितलुकि इद् गोण्याः लुपि युक्तवद्व्यक्तिवचने विशेषणानां च जातेः
विशेषणानां
जातेः
तदशिष्यं संज्ञा प्रमाणत्वात्
तदशिष्यं संज्ञा प्रमाणत्वात्
लुब्योगाप्रख्यानात्
योगाप्रख्यानात्
योगप्रमाणे च तदभावे दर्शनं स्यात्
योगप्रमाणे च तदभावे दर्शनं स्यात्
प्रधानप्रत्ययार्थवचमर्थस्यान् प्रमाणत्वात्
प्रमाणत्वात्
कालोपसर्जने च तुल्यम्
कालोपसर्जने च तुल्यम्
यात्याख्यायामेकस्मिन् बहुवचनम् अन्यतरस्याम्
व्याख्यायामेकस्मिन् बहुवचनम् अन्यतरस्याम्
अस्मदोद्वयोश्च
अस्मदोद्वयोश्च
फल्गुनी प्रोष्टपदानां च नक्षत्रे
प्रोष्टपदानां
छन्दसि पुनर्वस्वोरेखवचनम्
पुनर्वस्वोरेखवचनम्
विशाखयोश्च
विशाखयोश्च
शिष्य पुनर्वस्वोर्नक्षत्रद्वन्द्वे बहुवचनस्य द्विवचनं नित्यम्
शिष्य
पुनर्वस्वोर्नक्षत्रद्वन्द्वे
बहुवचनस्य द्विवचनं नित्यम्
नित्यम्
स्वरूपाणाम् एकशेष एकविभक्तौ
एकविभक्तौ
वृद्धो यो नातर्लक्षणश्चेदेव विशेषः
वृद्धौ यूनातर्लक्षणश्चेदेव विशेषः
स्त्रीपुंवच्च
स्त्रीपुंवच्च
पुमान् स्त्रिया
पुमांस्त्रिया
भ्रातृपुत्रो स्वसृदुगितृभ्याम्
भ्रातृपुत्रो स्वसुहृद्भ्याम्
नपुंसकमनपुंसकेनैकवच्यास्यान्यतरस्याम्
नपुंसकमनपुंसकेनश्चावस्यान्तरस्याम्
पिता मात्रा
पितामात्रा
श्वशुरश्वश्रुवा
श्वशुरश्वश्रुवा
यदादीनि सर्वैर्नित्यम्
यदादीनि सर्वैर्नित्यम्
ग्राम्यपशुः सङ्घेष्वस्तरुणेषु स्त्री
ग्राम्यपशुसङ्घेष्वतरेषु स्त्री
गाङ्कुटाद्युपधादपृक्तश्छन्दसि पुनर्वस्वोस्त्रयोदश
गाङ्कुटाद्रुपधादपृक्तश्छन्दसि पुनर्वस्वोस्त्रयोदश
इति पाणिनीयसूत्रपाठे प्रथमाध्यायस्य द्वितीयः पादः
इति पाणिनीयसूत्रपाठे प्रथमाध्यायस्य द्वितीयः पादः
Okay. After the introduction to Sanya Sutrani, Sanya Sutranam Parichayam परिचयः प्राप्तवान् अस्माभिः परिचयं प्राप्तं संज्ञासूत्राणि संज्ञासूत्राणि कानि मुखनासिकावचनोर्नासिकः वृद्धिरादेश अदें गुणः परसन्निकर्ष संहिता a lot of sutras, Sanya sutras we have seen, After the Sanya Sutra, we have started our Vidhi Sutra. In the Vidhi Sutra, Sandhi Sutra, Sandhi first. So in the Sandhi Sutras, we have seen eco-energy. We are seeing the section Samhitayam 6172. 6172 Samhitayam Adhikara Sutra. Samhitayam Adhikare eco-energy. And one more Adhikara also we saw. Ekaha Puruparayogo. Should remember. Ekaha Puruparayogo. Eco-energy. Then Echaha Ayavayavaha. Eco-energy is 6177. And Echaha Ayavayavaha Ayadisandhi, which we saw 6178. Then within that another Adhikara was there. Ekaf Purva Parayogo 6184. Adhikara Sutra. Ekaf Purva Parayogo, it goes as Anuvritti. All the way up to 111th Sutra. This is also we saw. Now, before seeing the next Vidhi, Sandhi Vidhi Sutra, one sutra which by which we make the pratyahara that I should have taught before the topic of Samhita, because pratyahara is important. That is where we start. Pratyahara Sutrani. So Pratyahara Sutrani is Shiva Sutrani, Mageshwara Sutrani, Ayun, Riluk, Evon. Those are the Mageshwara Sutrani. But with those sutra, we form Pratyaharas. So how to form the Pratyaharas? That sutra I missed, I think. Did I teach that sutra? How to form the Pratyaharas?
No.
Yes.
No.
So I think you have the list of sutras, the list of sutra, the order which I follow. Remember the first sutra was in the list of sutras, the first sutra.
Mukanasika
Yes. We arrange the sutras in the orders, so that we can see a sambandha between each sutra. Try to do sutras having some connection. Some sutras may come contextually also. Some sutras, some Paribhasha Sutra, some Sanya Sutra will come contextually also. But these sutras are the basic, these Sanyas and all important, basic, required. Okay. Now we will see that Pratyahara, the sutra which helps you to form a Pratyahara. So if you are writing the sutras in the order, you can write this before the Sandhi Sutra, what we started. So this can be the first sutra, Vidhi Sutra. After Sanya, this you can take. So we will see that, and then we will come back to Samhitaya topic. Okay. Now, in the first chapter, just now we chanted, there you will find you can see 1171. Adirantena Saheta. This is the sutra which we are going to see. 1171. By which the Pratyahara, the grouping of letters, is done. Adihi Antena Saheta. 1171. Sutra विच्छेदः पदच्छेदः प्रथमम् आदिः अन्त्येन सह इता आदिरन्त्येन सहेत आदिः आदिः प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचनम् अन्त्येन तृतीया विभक्ति एकवचनम् सह सह इज अव्यय सह तृतीया here ita is there, therefore sah tritiya. You have to note here tritiya vibhakti remember tritiya vibhakti in sutra it can mean that which this tani has got connection in terms of that it before sthani or after sthani, before sthani or after sthani, or tritiya vibhakti, or in other words tritiya vibhakti is used to denote the sanyoga, the contact, the connection. The example is shtutva sandhi or shtutva sandhi. There you see the purva sanyoga, para sanyoga, purva and para contact, whichever comes, the change will happen to sakara and tavarga. If before shakara sakara comes, sakara is going to change. If sakara comes after that, then sakara tavarga, then accordingly the change will happen. Exception being there, that is different. So tritiya vibhakti in sutra pata, in grammar, can mean that sanyoga, the tritiya, that is the tritiya with which it has contact. Purva sanyoga, para sanyoga iti. Tritiya here is not that tritiya here. Here ita is tritiya. It is saha tritiya. That is why the word saha is there. Saha is avyayam. Ita is tritiya vibhakti. Stogos, chuna, chuhu, that also is chuna only. Is it what tritiya? Saha tritiya? Or karana tritiya? Or hetu tritiya? No, none of them. In Sanskritam, you have only, in grammar, in Vyakarana, you have only the tritiya can mean, that can come either after or before. That is in contact with that. With reference to that, can come before or after. So, in that sense, tritiya vibhakti is used. And here, saha tritiya. So, this is not that tritiya vibhakti. So, tritiya vibhakti ekavachanam. What is its pratipadikam? Ita. Pratipadikam of ita will be
It.
It.
It is like marut shabda. It. And anuvritti swam rupam. Swam rupam comes as anuvritti. You can see the sutra pata. Swam rupam will be in bold color. Swam rupam shabdasya shabdasanya 1168. From that sutra, swam rupam comes as anuvritti. Anuvritti means it flows down to the successive sutras. It is given swam rupam, bold color, it is given 72. It flows as anuvritti up to 72. So this book, the author helps by giving you the flow of anuvritti. So that which is in bold color goes as anuvritti up to 72. Sometimes you will find two numbers here. Sometimes, like here, Sanyoga lit kit. So lit and kit, two things are there. Lit is the first one, goes as anuvritti up to 6, that is the next sutra. Kit goes as anuvritti up to 26th sutra. So two numbers will be there. So the dark letters, the bold letters, this and along with the numbers, they indicate the anuvritti. It is only for our understanding. When these were chanted in those days, they know by chanting, by the swara, they know whether it goes as anuvritti. And also, if you don't know Anuvritti, you have to refer only to the Vyakhyanam, the commentary to the Ashtadhyayi. Many commentaries are available, so you have to refer, starting from Siddhanta Kaumudi onwards. So, Swam Rupam comes as Anuvritti for this Sutra 71. Adihi Antena Itasaha Saheta. Now, the Sutram will be Sampurna Sutram, using the words of the Sutra and the Anuvritti. Sampurna Sutram Antyena Itasaha Adihi Swasya Rupam. What it means is Adihi Antima it Varnena Saha Gitaha Adi Varnaha Tayoga Madhye Vidyamanam Varnanam Swasya Cha Nirdesham Karoti. It is given simple vritti, simple artha. This is artha. Adihi Antyena Ita means it sanya. It is it sanyakena varnena saha. That is why saha is that. It sanyakena varnena saha. Adihi Antyena. Between the adi and the anta. Adi beginning, anta end. Tayoho madhye madhyasthanam madhye vartamananam vidyamananam varnanam. Between the two, the letters in between, and also swasya rupasya cha, the first letter and the second letter, the last letter, first letter and the last letter, adi varna as well as antya varna. That is what is referred by the word swam rupam, swasya cha rupasya cha gragakaha bhavati. So this is the gragaka sutra. Swasya cha swasya rupam cha nirdesham karoti gragakaha bhavati. So it says that is with the ith letter, of the Mageshwara Sutra. So it means ith letter must be there in the pratyahara. The final ith letter, antyena ita, you have to take it as antyena ita sahita. Antyena ita sahita adihi madhyakhanam swasya cha sanya syat. This is Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi vritti. There he says very clearly, Antyena, you can see, Antyena itasaha. Where is it? Here. Yes. Antyena ita sahita. Antyena ita sahita means the antya letter, that is the consonant, that is the ith letter, anubandha letter, ith letter, with the final ith letter of the Mageshwara Sutra, referring to Mageshwara Sutra. Then Adihi Madhyagana. Adihi, the beginning, and Madhyagana, that in between. Between the first letter and with the final, the letter which is the ith letter of the Mageshwara Sutra, in between them, the Madhyagana, the intervening, the in-between letters. Along with that, Swasya cha. Swasya refers to the Adi letter. Swasya to be the first letter. That is the first letter along with the intervening letters. Cha sanyasyat. It's called sanyasyat. That is when you say ach, or when you simply you can take ak. Ak is kakara. That is the ith letter, which is in the Mageshwara Sutra. So antyena ita sahita. The ith letter, which is at the end of the Mageshwara Sutra, the ith letter of Mageshwara Sutra being along with that, the ith letter always will be at the end in the Margeshwara Sutra. With the ith letter, Adihi, the first letter could be anything. It could be A, or it could be E, or it could be U. So any first letter you can take, you can begin. So if you say Ak, so Adihi, Antya letter is Ik. Along with that, then Madhyagana, the in-between letters, and Swasyacha, the A also should be included. A also should be included. So these Antyena itasagita Adi Madhyaganam Swasyacha Sanya Syat. So that will be the name. That will be the name, the definition of the letter, Adi letter, and the intervening letters. So this is the rule by which we form the Pratyahara. Therefore, it is Pratyahara Vidayaka Sutram. Pratyahara Vidayaka Sutram. Yata an iti. He says, just gives an example. Yata an iti. A, I, U varnanam sanya. A, I, U varnanam sanya. A, I, U. These letters, the sanya of this letter is, you can say it as ak. Suppose if ak is a pratyahara, so a is a, I, U. Ayivun varnanam sanya. The collection of these varnas have got the name sanya, which is ak. Ak is the sanya. So, not ak, sorry, ayivun. An is the sanya, because nakara, ayivu, only 3 letters. So, an iti, ayivu varnanam sanya. That is an. How an is formed? With the final ith letter of the Margeshwara Sutra, and with the adi letter, which is akara. Akara is the adi letter. And in between, what are the letters? Madhyaganam, varnanam, ivu. Those are the intervening letters, in between letters. So, and swasya rupam, that is the beginning letter also. The beginning letter as well as the ith letter, nakara. So both. With this, the pratyahara is formed. What is the pratyahara? An. An is the pratyahara. So, a, I, U, and nakara. Nakara is the ith letter. A, I, U, varnanam sanya. The sanya is an. An is a sanya for the letters A, I, U. The collection, the name for the collection of these letters A, I, U is an. Ayun. So an. This is how the pratyahara is formed. Evam ach hal hali tyadayaha. The same way you can form the pratyahara, other pratyaharas he says. Evam ach you can form. Ach refers to the vowels. Chakara, the last letter. Antyena ita, that is in the Margeshwara Sutra. The chakara at the end of the sutra. I, ouch, the chakara. With the akara as a beginning in the ach pratyahara when we form. So it includes all the letters in between. Swasya rupam cha and all the intervening letters. E, u, ru, lu, e, o, I, au. With this you form the pratyahara. Therefore, adihi antyena itasaha. Adirantena sahaita. By this, the pratyahara is formed. Evam ach hal al ityadayaha. The same thing, the same sutra can be extended not only to form the pratyahara based on the Margeshwara Sutras, but also the same thing we extended to the other application, also other context, like sup, su, aujas, auchas. There also we are forming the pratyahara by applying the same rule. Sup pratyaya we say. What is sup? It covers all the pratyayas in between. starting from Su, which Su is also included, starting from Su up to the last with letter Pakara. Similarly, Ting, Tingantam, we say Tiptasti, Siptasta. There also we are using this sutra, this idea of forming the pratyahara, applying this rule. Adihi antyena adihi antya itasaha varnena itasaha varnena, we form this swasya cha sanya syat. So the naming of the collection of the letters is a name. The naming of the collection of the letters and including the first letter is called the pratyahara, the grouping of letters, or the name of the letters. A, E, U, varnanam, sanya. Similarly, tip, tas, ji, iti, they are not varna, they are the varna samoha. These letters have got the sanya, sup, ting, iti. So, therefore, it sanyakyena varnena saha tayoho madhyasthanam swasya cha rupasya grahakaha bhavati. This is the pratyahara vidhayaka sutrani. This is by which we form the pratyahara. Pratyahara is ach, an, uk and all. So we will read further the commentary, simple commentary here. Anena sutrena pratyaharasya nirmanam katam bhavati iti katyate. That is why it is called pratyahara vidhayaka sutra. By this sutra only we know how the pratyaharas are formed. That is why this should have been taught before. After the Sanya Sutra. After Sanya Sutra we form pratyahara. So pratyaharasya nirmanam anena sutrena bhavati antimayit varnena saha uchcharyamanaha adivarnaha swasya cha tata madhyakhanam grahanam karoti. Pratyahara when you form, so it includes the letter, the first letter, and also the letters in between, which are covered up to the ith letter. The ith letter is not included. Ith letter is only an ith letter, anubandha. So, but it is pronounced along with the first letter. That is the pratyahara, an. And when you say, it includes the letter a, e, u, ru, but forming the pratyahara, we require the support of the anubandha, ith letter. That is why ith letters are important. Ith letters have no use. So why should we have ith letters? No. Ith letters are important in forming the pratyahara. If nakara is not there, an, when you say an, nakara should be there. The importance of nakara is for forming the nakara is ith letter. The importance of ith letter is forming the pratyahara. So ith letters have utility. It is not that without utility, ith letters are given, and ith letters also specifically given. Asmin sutre kechana vishesha bindavaha jnatavyaha. Some important points to be noted in this sutra. Kim nama adi? What is adi? Sahavarnaha yasmat purum kimapi nasti. Parantu yasmat param anya varnaha bhavanti saha adi varnaha. When do we call first something as first? That nothing precedes before that. Yasmat purum kimapi varnaha nasti saha adi varnaha. That before that there are no letters, but after which there are letters. It is called adi varnaha. Similarly, antyam. Saha varnaha yasmat param kimapi nasti parantu yasmat purum anya varnaha bhavanti saha antya varnaha. Before that letters will be there, but after that letters will not be there. It's called antya varna. So in forming the pratyahara, antya varna always will be ik. Therefore, antyena ita saha tritiya, along with the it letter. Adihi, adi, the first letter, it means before that letter is not there. So Adihi Antyena Ita Saha. That's a sutra. Adirantena Saheta. Kim Nama Madhyaha. Madhyaha is in between. Adi Varnaha Asti. Antya Varnaha Api Asti. Tayoho Madhye. Madhyahanam Varnanam. Tayoho Madhye Ye Varnaha Santi Te Madhyakaha. So the letters in between are there. Those are called Madhyaha, Madhyakaha, Madhyaka Varnanam. Asmin Sutre Madhyaha iti asya anuvrittihi nasti. Okay. Madhyaha is not in the sutra, he says, it is written as the vritti. When you write the vritti, you can, this is based on the Siddhanta Kaumudi, vritti. Siddhanta Kaumudikara, he says, the letters in between also to be included. You should not just take only the first letter and the eighth letter. What it denotes is the first letter along with the letters in between. So it is not the anuvritti, it is in the vritti. In the vritti, it is there. Therefore, he says anuvritti. Iti madhyaha iti kopi anuvrittihi nasti yatra. Parantu bhashye etat spashtikritam asti. In the bhashyam, it is there. Yata adivarnaha तथा अन्त्यवर्णः उभयोः उल्लेखं कुर्मः चेत् मध्यगानामपि ग्रहणं भवति. So when the first and the last are mentioned, it doesn't mean only the first and last alone, but although in between, in all the in-between letters also included. And the collection of those letters is the Pratyahara, the name Pratyahara is given. Evam anena sutrena etat उच्यते यत् अन्त्यवर्णः यदि इत् वर्णः अस्ति यदि च आदिवर्णः सह आदिवर्णेन सह तस्य योजनं क्रियते तर्हि तत् वर्णयुग्मम् आदिवर्णस्य मध्यवर्णानां च निर्देशं करोति. एषः एव प्रत्याहारः. That is called pratyahara. That is pratyahara includes the first letter and the letters in between. Letters in between with the ith letter. Ith letter is not the content, but it is helpful in forming the pratyahara. Shiva Sutreshu itsanyakena chakarena saha adima adivarnam akaram yojayamaha chet achiti pratyahara siddhyati. So any ith letter you can take the pratyahara. With that, you can begin with any letter. Any letter should be before that, not after. The last letter must be an ith letter. And you can begin with any letter before that ith letter. Any letter you can form. So adihi antya itasaha. What you get is pratyahara. Pratyahara is formed, derived. Anena prakarena agritya chatvarimshat pratyaharaha siddhyanti. Chatuschatvarimshat. Chatuschatvarimshat 44. Etesham avali atra datta asti. So he has given the list of those pratyaharas already we have seen. He says 44, but 41 are important. We have seen that 41 pratyaharas are important, which we use. Pratyayeshu api etadrisham pratyahara nirmanam kartum shakyate. That's already just now I mentioned it. Pratyayeshu api. Same thing can be extended to the pratyayas also, where we can form the pratyahara, like sup, thing, etc. Yatasu aujas out etesham pancha pratyahara nirdeshaha sut iti anena bhavati. He's taking only the first five pratyahas. Su aujas, su pratama bhakti ekavachanam, au dvivachanam, just bhagavachanam, and is pratama bhakti ekavachanam, out is dvitiya bhakti ekavachanam, out is dvitiya bhakti dvivachanam. Su aujas out, only that much. So we can make it the pratyahara as sut. Adi letter is su. Antya it letter is takara. So adihi antyena itasaha sut iti pratyaharaha. Pratyahara se nirmanam kriyate. Sut refers to su aujas out. All the pratyaharas are denoted. by the pratyaya, by the pratyahara sut. Sut is why you say sut. Sut is used. It is the name given to this pratyayas. Sut, sarvanamasthanam iti. That's another topic we will see later. It's a sanya, sut. In the sutra also we just now chanted. Sutanapum sakasya, chi sarvanamasthanam, sutanapum sakasya iti. Anyway, so similarly we can form the pratyahara, sup and all. Sup is the pratyahara which covers all the pratyahas. Ting is the pratyahara which covers all the ting pratyahas. And tang also he mentions. Tangano vatmane padam. What is tang? Tiptas ji siptas ta mipvasmas. That we know. Ta atam ja ta. Adivarna is ta. Ta atam ja. Atmanipadi pratyahas. Tas atam dvam. It vahi mahing nakara. So adivarna which is takara, which is ta, not takara, which is ta, and antya it, that is nakara. So adihi antyena ita saha tang iti pratyaharasya nirmanam bhavati. And tang refers to ta atam ja, tas atam dam, it vahi mahing. Only the atmanipadi suffixes. Tang. It is used in the sutra, Tangano Atmanipadam, defining Atmanipada pratyas. Tiptas ji siptas tas vitvasmas parasmipadi. And Tang is Atmanipadi. So Tang pratyahara is formed. So Atra Antimaha it sangikaha yaha takaraha. I'm reading for Sut what we formed now. Atra antimaha it sangikaha yaha takaraha tena saha adivarnasya su iti ityasya yojanam krutva ayam pratyahara siddhyati. That is Sut. Sut is formed. Tata eva Sut tang ete pratyahara api siddhyati. All these pratyaharas are formed. Now, Prashnaha. We'll read if it is relevant. We'll see. Prashnaha. Asmin sutre svasya iti asya artaha adivarnasya iti karaniyaha va antyavarnasya iti karaniyaha. Svasya, the word is there in the sutra to what you connect to. Adivarna or Antyavarna. Svasya is there. It's a good question. Uttaram. Sahayukte pradane. By that sutra, anena sutrena sahapadena yuktaha shabdaha apradanaha astiti nyayate. Okay, this we don't know, but let me explain this. Saha yukte apradane. The word saha, when we use saha along with that which governs, this word saha will govern the word, another word, which comes along with that in Tritiya Vibhakti. That's why it's called Upapada Vibhakti. Saha Tritiya Upapada Vibhakti. Saha. Ramaha Lakshmanena Saha Vanam Gacchati. But who is Pradana? Rama is Pradana. That is why Gacchati. We don't say Gacchataha, we don't say. Ramaha Gacchati. Lakshmanena Saha. Lakshmana is also going along with Rama. But who is Pradana? Pradana is the Karta, Ramaha, not Lakshmana. So, Saha Yukte Apradana. This is the sutra. It says, by the word Saha, what Shabda is? What Shabda as the Tritiya Vibhakti? Saha Padena Yuktaha Shabdaha. The Saha word, Upapada, governs the another word in Tritiya Vibhakti. That will be Apradana. That is not Pradana. It is not Mukhya. It is not Mukhya. It is Apradana. Pradana is, in the example, Ramaha is the Pradana. Therefore, iti yukte, antyena saha adi iti atra apradana karta asti antya. Therefore, antya, that is the it letter, antya, it is pradana or apradana. It is apradana. What is pradana? Adihi only pradana. Antya is not pradana. Adihi antyena saha ita. So ita, that is it is in Tritiya Vibhakti, Saha Tritiya. That is what is indicated by the word Saha. Therefore, it is apradhana. So antyena Saha Adi iti atra apradhana karta asti. What apradhana karta? That is antya. Antya, okay, antya is apradhana. Pradhana karta adi. Ataha, therefore, the word swasya itself, its own form, that's what the swasya is. Swasya means swam rupam, swe rupam, swa shabda, swasya rupasya. It anena adivarnasya iti eva artaha siddhyati. So the swasya to be connected to adivarnasya, to be connected to the pradhana only, not apradhana. Is giving the example. Yata Ramaha Lakshmanitaha swasya griham gacchati. Yeah. I gave Ramaha Lakshmanam gacchati. It gets swasya griham. Asmin vakya swasya iti yukte. Swasya griham whose griha? Lakshmana's griha, Rama griha. It's referred to Ramasya only. Because he is a pradhana karta in the sentence. Padi kriya, gamana kriya, gacchati. So, therefore, swasya iti yukte Ramasya. Tata eva antyena saha adihi. When we say swasya sanya bhavati, swasya goes along with adi. What it denotes is adihi. Iti atra swasya iti yukte adivarnasya. Therefore, adivarnasya. Swasya is adivarnasya. The content of the pratyahara, it includes the first letter of the pratyahara. We cannot exclude because it letter is not including. So similarly, the first letter also will you exclude? No. The first letter is included. It is the part of the pratyahara. That is why in the Lagu Siddhanta Kaumudi, we saw Ayun Varnanam Sanya. A, I, U. The first letter also included in the Sanya An. Nyatavyam. To be noted. Pratyahara grahane antimayit varnasya grahana kriyate. Already we know this. When you form the pratyahara, when forming the pratyahara, it letter is required. When forming the pratyahara, it letter is required. But what it denotes is only excluding the it letters. So pratyahara grahane asmin antima it varnasya grahana kriyate. Tatacha madhye vidyamananam it varnanam api grahanam bhavati. तथा च मध्ये विद्यमानाम् इत् वर्णानाम् अपि ग्रहणं न भवति यदि एवम् इत् वर्णानां ग्रहणम् अभविष्यत् तर्हि अच् इति अनेन ऋलुक् इति अस्य ककारस्य अपि ग्रहणम् अभविष्यत् एवम् अभविष्यत् चेत् अच् प्रत्याहारे ककारस्य अपि समावेशः भविष्यत् अनेन इ प्लस् इक् इत्यत्र तथा च उ प्लस एक इत्यतपि इको यनचि अनेन सूत्रेण यन् संधि अपि अभविष्यत् परन्तु तथा न दृश्यते अनुनासिक शिक्षा मुक्ति एतादृशेषु शब्देषु संहितायां सत्यामपि संधिः न भवति अतः एते शब्दाः एव अस्य प्रमाणं सन्ति यत् प्रत्याहारकरणे इत्वर्णानां ग्रहणं न भवति. This we will see later. Okay. We need to know a little more to understand this. Okay, now the Adi Antyena Sakheta. The simple meaning is Adi letter and along with the It letter. With that, the Pratyaharas are formed. So, the initial letter, the beginning letter, along with the It letter of the Maheshwara Sutra, that will be the name or the definition. With the name or the definition of the letters, intervening letters, and also the initial letter, Adi. That is the meaning of the sutra, Adi Antyena Sakheta. A beginning letter, when combined with an ending with letter, stands for itself and for all the letters in between. Yes, that is the meaning. Now we will move on. to the next. So Adirantyana Saketa also done. Now we can see the next sutra. After this, Ekaha Purvaparayoho, which is, we saw in the 6th chapter, first section, so 84th sutra. After eco energy and Etaha Ayavayavaha, we saw Ekaf Purvaparayoho. Ekaf Purvaparayoho. Then the next sutra we will see. So in this section, Samhitayam, which this is a section, all the sutras here, what you see, the covered in Samhitayam. Here we have seen eco energy, which is 6172, what you see in the screen. And 6178 is Etaha Ayavayavaha. Then Ekaf Purvaparayoho we are seeing. Then after this, I'm going in a particular order. In between, I may insert some sutras later. So now we can see the sutra 6187. Ad Gunaha. It's a Gunasandhi. Ad Gunaha 6187. Now, Ad Gunaha. What are the anuvrittis for this sutra Ad Gunaha 6187? What are the anuvrittis possible? 6187. This comes under the topic Samhitayam, right? So Samhitayam must come. The topic is Samhitayam. Adhikara is Samhita, Sandhi. So Samhitayam must come as anuvritti. That is one. Next one is, you can say anybody. You know these. You know the rule. Therefore, you can say what anuvritti possible.
Ach has to come.
Achi, eco and achi. You can see important. Achi goes as anuvritti up to 125. So that must come. Achi must come. Achi is Saptami Vibhakti. We have seen what it indicates Saptami. Tasmin nidrishte purvasya. Panchami is Tasmaditi Uttarasya. So Panchami and Saptami, that which is Sthana is Shashti Sthana Yoga. That we know. That which is referred to by the Shashti Bhakti is the Sthana, is a place where the change, the form of replacement by Adesha will happen. Okay. Now, Achi comes as anuvritti. That is Ach. Achi means Ach. So, now we can form our own vritti. Samhitayam. Ad Gunaha Achi. Only that much? What else possible?
Purvaparayoho.
Because that is, we know that Purva and Para both will be replaced. Both will be replaced by the Adesha. By the what letter? Adesha is Gunaha, which is given in the sutra. Gunaha is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. What is Gunaha? Adeng Gunaha. Adeng Gunaha At E Evong. These are the Guna letters. So for Guna, we should refer to the Sutra 112, Prathamadhyaye Prathamah Padaha Dvitiya Sutram. 112. Ad. What is Ad? That also Sandhi has happened. Ad Gunaha. You have to split that. Okay, we will split that later. Now, you have to write when you are writing, if you are writing, you have to write anuvritti is Samhitayam, number 1. Number 2, Achi comes as anuvritti. Then Ekaha Purvaparayoho comes as anuvritti. And anyway, that's all. Gunaha is there, the Adesha. So everything is there. So Ekaha Purvaparayoho says Purva and the Para will be the Sthani, where the Adesha, Guna is going to come. Okay, when? Purva and para. Para is ach. So ach is also going to be replaced. Purva is, what is the purva? Ach is the following one. What is the purvam? Purvam is
At.
ad. So both ad and achi, ad, achi, both will be replaced by gunaha. How do you know both will be replaced? Because of this ekaha purvaparayogo. Purvaparayogo ekaha. Ekaha means ekaha should be connected to the adesha. Gunaha. Ekaha gunaha adesha bhavati. Where? Purvaparayogo. Purvaparayogo is shashti vibhakti dvivachanam. Ramayogo, like that. So purvaparayogo. So purva is ad, para is achi. Now let us read the shabda ad. What is ad? Sandhi has happened. Ad gunaha. What sandhi?
Just the Sandhi.
If it is just a sandhi, what was it before?
At.
Ad. It is ad. What vibhakti is ad? You can guess because purva para will be say. Achi is para and for purva will be
Panchami.
panchami.
Yes, sir.
Because shashti vibhakti, that sthani is purva parayoga as a sthani. So ad must be panchami. So therefore, if it is panchami, what could be the shabda? If at is panchami, pratipadikam will be a only, like Rama.
Yeah.
Not like Marut. Okay, here it is like Rama. Ramad is at. When you decline Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha, aha, au, aha, that is how you have to decline. The pratipadikam is the letter a, and panchami of that is at. And ad plus gunaha, just a sandhi happens, and ad gunaha. So therefore, here what is denoted by the word ad?
Only
Only,
Yeah.
not only ha, it means a. It denotes a is the pratipadikam. Ad means a. Achi means
All
all the
this
swaraha.
Swara.
So purva is akara, para is any of the ach, any of the swaras. E, e, u, anything can follow. Okay. If purva, okay, para is achi, that is, you can take achi from the Maheshwara Sutra. A, I, U, R, L, A, O, I, O. And purva is a. So a stands for not only a, it can bring its savarna also. Okay, it is not at, you have to note. That's why I corrected. It's not only a. If only a means if a comes, you cannot apply gunasandhi. Is it like so? No. Then that a stands for a as well as its long
the
forms.
Savarnas.
All the 18 savarnas, not only a, all the 18 savarnas. So from the ad, we have to find out the pratipadikam. From the pratipadikam, we have to bring in the varnas. So the pratipadikam is a. Suppose if the pratipadikam is at, what will be the panchami vibhakti? If only a alone to be grahitavya, a letter should grahana, a akara alone, akara grahanam eva bhavitavyam chet, then what could be the pratipadikam?
At.
It must be at. And panchami of at will be
Ataha.
marut shabdavat. But here ataha not there. Ad is there. Therefore, ad refers to the letter akara. It means all the varnas, all the savarnas also. Right? You need to note this. Remember, we have seen that is ato gune, that is in the patanti apadanta, I think there, yes, followed by the guna letter will be replaced by the para letter, which is guna letter. Not that one. Let us take this one. That is patami. Patami. What happens there? This adanta anga. That is the anga ending with the short a. when followed by young letter, what will happen to that? It is
Become
becomes
Dirgha.
dirgha. So it is a becomes a. That's why we say adanta, at, anta. At is what? Only the letter a. If it includes a, then we cannot say at. The takara limiting to
Limiting.
that letter only the varna a. Therefore at. But here it is not like that. It is ad. So the difference between at and ad, you should note. If ataha is there in the sutra, it means the pratipadikam is at. At means it denotes only the letter a. It brings in only the letter a. Ad is there, therefore the pratipadikam is a. A can bring all the savarnas. Okay, so it means what? Avarnath, Avarnath, Avarnath. That is Avarnath Panchami. Avarna means a, all the 18 savarnas. Avarnath achipare. Avarnath achipare. Avarna followed by achi. Achi also a, I, uru, le, e, o, evo, I, au. It can bring its savarna. It also can bring its savarna. So therefore all possibilities are there. In the Purva Varna can be a or a. In the Paravarna, it could be all the letters. It can be all the letters. A can bring all its savarnas. E can bring all its 18 savarnas. Similarly, U, R, L, A, O, I, O. So anything can fall. All the possibilities are covered simply by saying Ad Gunaha. That is the beauty. Alpaksharam. And it's very clear. Asandigdam. Ad Gunaha. And the conditions. Condition is what should follow and what is the topic. All these things comes as anuvritti. So Samhitayam Vishaye Ad. Ad means avarnasya, uttarasya, achi. Avarnasya, uttarasya, achi or achaha. Achi. Avarnasya, uttarasya, achaha. Avarnasya, uttarasya, achaha. These are the stani. Therefore, ekah purvaparayoho stane gunaha adeshah bhavati. We can write our own vritti. So, avarnat paraha yaha ach. Avarnat paraha yaha ach. Tayogo purvaparayogo stane. After avarna, ach follows. So, avarnat paraha ach bhavati. Tayoho stane purvaparayogo stane gunaha ekaha gunaha adeshaha bhavati. When samhitayam vishaye. So this is the vritti. Now we will see here. This is Gunasandhi 6187. You need to remember the sutras also, sutra number also. 6187. Ad has become ad after doing the sandhi vicheda. Ad panchami ekavachanam. Gunaha is pratama bhakti ekavachanam. At pratipadikam is a. Gunaha is guna. Achi comes as anuvritti from 6177, that is ikoyana achi. Its pratipadikam is ach, it stands for all the vowels. Adhikara, the topic is samhitayam. And also ekaha purvaparayoho. Two adhikaras are there. Within that, the sutra is there. So therefore, both the adhikara comes. So simple sutra is at achi purvaparayoho ekaha gunaha. With the words of the sutra and the anuvritti and the adhikara, you form the simple vritti. Ad achi purvaparayoho ekaha varnaha. This can be further extended, it can be written elaborately. Avarnat parasya ach varne pare. Avarnat panchami. Following that ach, following the avarna is what? Ach varne pare. If ach follows avarna stands for a and it's avarna. So avarnat pare ach varne, avarnat parasya ach varne pare purvaparayoho एकः गुणः आदेशः भवति. This is the vritti. Then vritti, you can, if you want, you can write it further elaborately. Akarat akarat yadi swaraha agacchati targi ubayoho ekaha gunadesha bhavati. When achipare, you have to say achipare. Akarat akarat yadi swaraha. Yadi swaraha. Okay, he has given swaraha. Achi is given. Akarat akarat yadi swaraha agacchati targi tayogo stane tayogo ubayogo stane kunadeshaka bhavati iti. So if akara or akara is followed by swara, then both will be replaced by guna letter. Corresponding guna letter. For that we need to apply the other sutras. We need to know the other sutra and apply the sutras. We have seen. So this guna is there. Now we need to know the sanya of guna, sanya sutra of guna. What is that? Adhen gunaha. You have to bring into your mind that sutra, guna letter, sanya sutra. So adhen gunaha, it means akara, ekara, okara. These varnas have got the sanya guna. A, ye, o varnanam guna sanya bhavati. So adhen gunaha sanya sutra, and the word guna appears in this sutra. Therefore, guna, for guna, the sanya, this sutra is sanya pradesha. Sanya pradesha means the word guna appears in this sutra. You will find the word guna appears in many sutras. So you can collect those sutras and write under the name guna. Guna is a sanya and the name occurs in these places. Like the Ad Gunaha is one place, and another sutra when we study it will come. So you can write it separately. These are the sanya pradesha. So you can easily refer to the guna pradesha. The sanya pradesha. Guna is a sanya. The sanya pradesha you can refer to. In which sutra this sanya appears. That will be useful later, very useful. Then, eteshu sthanentartamaha, important. Iti anena sthana sadharmyena yaha varnaha sadrishatamaha saha adesha rupena agacchati. So now the replacement. Purva parayoho ekaha gunadeshaha you said. Okay. Now what are the guna letters? A, E, O. The three letters. Whether all the three letters can come or only one. Purva parayoga sthane, only one will come. That is why he said ekaha purva parayogo. Ekaha purva parayogo. Only one guna letter will come. Therefore, now how the guna letters will be selected? Sthanen taratamaha. That is sthana sadrishyam. We have seen sadrishyam, 4 types of sadrishyam. That's an order. You have to follow that sequence. One is based on this sthana, the ucharanam. Remember?
Yes.
This one is based on the ucharanam. Then
Thanam, Artham, Guna and Prayatna.
prayatna. Yes. Prayatna comes
Pramana.
first. Pramana.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, sorry.
Pramana. So 4 are there. The 4 here, we have to this sthana itself. It's enough for this application because purva letter is going to be the vowel, and the para letter also going to be a vowel. So therefore, they will have its ucharana sthanam, and therefore sthana itself, sthana sadrishyam alone is sufficient because that is the first in the order. Sthane antaratamaha. So sthana sadrishyam asti ched. Then you can select one among the best from the guna letters and replace both. So sthane antaratamaha sutra also walks in. So adhen gunaha sthane antaratamaha. Okay. Then yadyapi asmin sutre akarat akarat paraha kopi swaraha asti ched gunadeshaka diyate tatapi. So now he is giving the exception. Akarat akarat akara akare pare akastavana dirghaha इति अनेन पूर्वपर्योः एकः सवर्णः विधीयते न हि गुणः. Yes. Now you see the connection with the other sutras and then understand what is the connection. What is, because this seems to violate the other sutra. If it violates, then what is the relationship with that sutra? That we have to see. Have we seen Akastavane Dirgaha? I think we have seen. The sutra have we seen or not?
I don't think so, Ji.
Okay. Okay. Akastavane Dirgaha we have to see. Anyway, we know the sutra, we know the rule, therefore I can explain that now and maybe we can see the sutra later. Akastavane Dirgaha. See, here is that Akaha, this also comes under Purva Parayoga, Samhitayam Purva Parayoga. So, when Ak is followed by Savarna Ak is A, I, U. So, if the Purva letter if the Purva letter is A or E or U, and the Para letter is A or E or U, now in the Purva letters, E, U, you can leave it out, not required. Let us take A. If A is the Akara is the Purva letter, followed by Akara, because Savarne is the Akasavarne when Savarna letter follows. So Akara is a Purva letter and the Para letter is also Akara. So A plus A, Guna happens or Dirga Sandhi happens. Because this fits in both. Ad Gunaha also fits in. In the sutra also it can be fit in. And Akasavarne Dirga, that sutra also we can fit in. So A plus A is Dirga or A plus A is equal to A only. Which one you will apply?
Dirgha.
Dirgha.
No, you the other day you told that it's like a para apavada.
Yes, it's apavada. Therefore, the connection between these two is, one is apavada, other one is utsarga. So that's what he says. So this combination is covered by this sutra. That is Akasavarne Dirgaha. In that, Akara followed by Akara. That combination is covered by Ad Gunaha sutra. Therefore, will you apply Akasavarne Dirgaha or Ad Gunaha? No, Ad Gunaha you have to apply. So Ad Gunaha is what now with respect to Akasavarne Dirgaha?
Utsarga.
Utsarga. Akasavarne Dirgaha and Ad Gunaha is
Apavada.
Apavada. Because Ad Gunaha covers the possibility, one possibility of Akasavarne Dirgaha. Right? So, therefore, Ad Gunaha will be Apavada. A partial Apavada. Because it covers partially the possibility of Akasavarne Dirgaha. So, when A is followed by A, in this case, Guna will happen. Sorry, this Dirga will happen. Okay, Dirga will happen. So, sorry, Akasavarne Dirga is exception. Okay, I said it other way. Akasavarne Dirgaha is there, which covers this one possibility of Ad Gunaha. Therefore, Akasavarne Dirga is exception. Okay, when A is followed by A, then we cannot apply. We cannot apply the Guna. We have to apply Dirga. Okay, sorry, I said by mistake. So some confusion. Akasavarne Dirgha will be applied. So it is Apavada. Akasavarne Dirgha is always Apavada. If you see the Sandhi chart, what we did in the beginning, that I would have mentioned very clearly. Akasavarne Dirgha will be Apavada. If A is followed by Akara is followed by Akara, that condition is a subset of this sutra, Ad Gunaha. Then you don't apply the Guna. You apply Dirgha. So Dirgha will happen. So Akasavarne Dirgaha is the Apavada. 61101. It is Para Apavada. Okay. So it is one possibility is covered by Akasavarne Dirgaha, therefore it is partial Apavada. Similarly, the Vriddhi also. The next one you can see. Similarly, Vriddhi Sandhi. Akarat, Akarat, H Varne Pare. Vriddhi Rechi, Iti Anina, Vriddhi, that we will see. Vriddhi Sandhi is going to come next. So there you will see. So Vriddhi will be an exception to Adgunaha. So Vriddhi Sandhi is exception to Adgunaha. Akastavani Dirgha is exception to Adgunaha. Is it clear? Yes.
Yes, Ji.
Yes, Ji.
Kara followed by Akara will be Dirgha. I said by mistake, Adgunaha will come. No, it is very clear. It's so obvious. Okay. So Akastavani Dirgha will come. So Akastavani Dirgha covers a subset of Adguna possibility. Right. Therefore, Akastavani Dirgha will be the Apavada. Adguna is Utsarga. Right. And Apavada to Adguna is Vriddhi Sandhi. Why this comes, this Apavada Utsarga? Because of the Anuvritti Achi. Panini Maharishi just uses the word Achi as Anuvritti. It goes as Anuvritti. But when we studied Sandhi, there we didn't take Ach. We took specific, we divided that Ach into specific, the content for each one. Therefore, you can see each one as separate, not connected with the other sutra. That is it to start with. Now, since we are studying the sutra, therefore, now the relationship between sutras in the form of Utsarga Apavada comes. Okay. So, therefore, Akastavani Dirgha is Apavada to Adgunaha. Now, the two sutras can come. Akara followed by Akara. What will you apply? Adgunaha or Akastavani Dirgha? Both have got applicability, right? Yes or no? Akara, that is Avarnat, Akare Pare. Akarat, Akare Pare. I'm taking only the letter Akara. Okay. Akarat, that is after the letter Akara. Akare Pare. If Akara follows. Akarat, Akare Pare. Gunaha bhavati va atava dirghaha bhavati va.
Apavada, we have to take out that overrules thing.
If guna comes, that is Utsarga. But Utsarga doesn't come. Because if Utsarga, if you apply, then when will you apply Akastavani Dirghaha? That becomes redundant, right? And also, you have to see the number. This is 6187 Adgunaha. Akastavani Dirghaha is 61101. So, when two sutras can have say over the same thing, applicable to the same condition, then generally we say Vipratishede Param Karyam. When there is a when two sutras can be applicable in a context, then Param, the later one will take precedence. It's called Apavada. The later one is what? 101, which comes later. Savana Dirgha comes later. That is Apavada. Okay. So Akasavani Dirghaha is a partial Apavada to Adguna because it covers a partial possibility. Therefore, Akasavani Dirghaha is Apavada to Adgunaha. Is it clear?
Yes.
Adada and the Purvatra Siddhama.
No. Don't confuse with that. Why Purvatra Siddham? No, that is comes Purvatra Siddham only 82, 83, 84. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Nowhere
Okay.
it comes here.
Okay.
We are in Sapada Saptadhyayi.
அந்த இது வரும்ல ஸ்டார் ஒரே மந்த்ல 2 stars வந்ததுன்னா they take the later star for anything
Yes.
abdabhurti or shashti
Yes.
abdabhurti
The same thing. Yes. The same logic here also. All these things were there. So this Apavada, this when two things are applicable, then we take the later one. So here Vipratishede Param Karyam is also a sutra. Okay, it is not just a Nyaya. It is a sutra. Vipratishede Param Karyam. Panini Maharishi says it's a sutra. But there also we have some certain things, certain places that also will be violated, negated, not violated. I won't say will be overruled by some other the rules. For everything we will have a reason. There is nothing without reason. We will have a reason for it. Why it is overruled, even if it is Vipratishede. If you know other reason is that we will say Vachana Samarthyat, because this is how the word is. So we cannot apply the later sutra. So like that we will give some reason. because grammar is for the existing language. It is not that we are forming a language with the sutras. For the existing language, the sutras are given. So we have to see, we have to see and apply the sutras in deriving the form, the desired form. Okay. So now this is done, and here he says akasavani dirgaha vriddhi rechi, which is going to come next sutra. That is vriddhi sandhi. Now here we will see some examples. So akasavani dirgaha vriddhi rechi, both are apavada. Apavada to adgunaha. You can note akasavani dirgaha and vriddhi sandhi. They are apavada to guna sandhi. Achi flows down as anuvritti. Achi comes, that is the para. The para comes as that para, that what follows comes as anuvritti, that is ach. And what precedes, that is going to change. That is going to change. Therefore, you will have the connection of the sutras in terms of utsarga apavada. So ad gunaha comes first. Therefore, it is utsarga. And the succeeding sutras will be apavada. And iko and achi we saw. What is the connection between iko and achi and akasavani dirgaha? There also what is that connection? Remember? Between yan sandhi and dirgha sandhi. How they are connected? Which is apavada, which is utsarga? Which is utsarga?
Iko and achi would be apavada, right?
Iko and achi it's utsarga. Akasavani dirgaha is apavada. You think ik is followed by ach. Ik letter is, you take the letter e, say for example, ikarat achi pare, and ach could be again ikara. So ikarat ikare pare. What will happen? Will you apply yan sandhi or you apply dirgha sandhi?
Oh, dirgha sandhi.
So savana dirgha is apavada.
Apavada.
So there are also the same connection. Two things are applicable. E plus E when it comes, right? Iko and achi also can be applicable. And dirgha sandhi also applicable. And iko and achi is 6177. Dirgha sandhi is 61101. So when two things are applicable, which one you apply? That which comes later. Savarna dirgha, that is applicable. That is applied first. That takes precedence.
Yan sandhi.
Huh? Sorry?
E plus E. Yan sandhi.
E plus E
Yeah.
and sandhi.
E plus E and sandhi. Yeah.
Where are
Savarna dirgha.
Oh, iko and achi. Okay, sorry.
Iko and achi எப்படி வரும்? E plus E, how can you apply iko and achi? That's what I'm asking. If you apply iko and achi, then when will you apply dirgha sandhi? You will never apply dirgha sandhi.
Yeah.
That is why dirgha sandhi is apavada to iko and achi. The same thing what I said now for adguna, the same thing there also. That is a connection. In study sutra, don't forget the rules, the basic rules. Okay. The sandhi niyama. E plus E is dirgha only. That is why when we studied, remember the sandhi, iko and sandhi. What is the statement I gave in English translate the words? When ik is followed by, I would have given specifically
Asavarna.
asavarna. That is why asavarna ach. The asavarna ach itself shows akasavani dirgaha is apavada to this. Right? That is why asavarna ach I used. If I simply say ach, then it's a problem. That is why in the beginning, when sandhi rules are taught, it is compartmentalized, very clear compartment. So it is a clear separation. There is no connection between the rules. But now you see the connection. Right? Asavarnach is only for our understanding the beginning. Now the asavarnach ach also have to be dropped. Simply I can say ik followed by ach. It means in sandhi. That's all. Then you cannot ask E is followed by E. If it follows, then apply Savana Dirgha Sandhi. That we know it. Okay. So when we grow, slowly we drop that Asavarna Acha. That is in the beginning. Now we have to drop that. When we go, we drop that also. In the beginning, if I say everything, that will be confusing. That is why it is not taught like that. Okay, and also I use certain methods which seems to violate the rule, but it is only to start with. After that, when you are in line with the Ashtadhyayi, then we will drop that. It's only the beginning. If we say everything in the beginning, then nobody will study. Up to Visarga Sandhi, definitely will not have come. Say everything in the beginning. Slowly, when we understand, then we can add more and more to it. And now when I say Utsarga Apavada, you can follow. In the beginning, it's very difficult. It will be very confusing. Okay. Now we now the Akasavani Dirghaha is Apavada to Adgunaha. Fine. Continuing further, now we have to see the examples. Udaharanam. Ataha asya sutrasya prasaktihi kevalam avarnat pare ik varnaha agachiti chet eva bhavati kramena pashyamaha. Very clearly says, only if ik varna follows, avarnat pare ik varna. That is what, if you see the Sandhi chart, the same thing would have said. Avarna is followed by ik. But here what is there? Avarna followed by ach. But what we understood in the beginning, we learned ach, that is avarna followed by ik letter. That's what he says here. Says here, avarnat pare ik varnaha agachite eva bhavati. It means only ik. If h comes, then this will not be applied. You have to apply accordingly other rules. Okay. So whatever we are, here it is already we have seen. It is not new, but you have to connect to what we learned before. Let us see how do you do it. A or a plus e or e ityatra ubayogosthane sthana sadharmyena ekaraha agacchati. Akarasya uchchara sthanam kantaha is applying the sthane antaratamaha. Okay. Akarasya uchcharana sthanam kantaha, ekarasya uchcharana sthanam talu, ekarasya uchcharana sthanam kantatalu, edaitohu kantatalu. Therefore, ataha yata deva plus indraha. What is a purvavarna akara? Paravarna ikara. Akarat ikare pare. Ekaraha adeshaga bhavati. Why? Akara is kanta, ikara is talu, ekara is kantatalu. Therefore, ekaraha adeshaga bhavati purvaprayogo sthane. That is akarasya, ikarasya sthane. Purvavarnaha akaraha, paravarnaha ikaraha, tayogo sthane. Ekaraha gunaha adeshaga bhavati. Therefore, get the form devendraha. Then maha plus indraha, mahendraha. Deva plus ishaha, deveshaha. So ishaha, here e, it brings it savarna. Akarat, ikara, ikare pare. E is that ach, e, that e bring it savarna, e. That possibility also covered. Similarly, maha plus ishaha, maha is akara. Avarnat, when we say a or a, both can come. A, and also it's savarna. So here a is taking. Akarat, ikare pare, ekaraha. This confusion can come sometimes. A plus e is therefore suddenly vriddhi will come from somewhere. It's not vriddhi, it's only guna only. Because all these possibilities are covered by this adgunaha. That beginning is savarna forms. That akara can bring it savarna forms and the following also can bring it savarna forms. So all possibilities are covered. So therefore, maha plus ishaha mageshaha, deva plus indraha, devendra. Both are ekaraha adeshaha eva. Okay. This confusion will not come now because we know we have studied this before in detail, applied to many places. So maheshaha iti. Then the next point. A or a plus u or u ityatra ubhyogosthane sthana sadharmyena okaraha adesha bhavati. We know this akarasya uchcharana sthanam kantaha, ikarasya ukarasya oshtav, okarasya uchcharana sthanam kanta oshtam. Therefore, okara will be the replacement in the place of akara and ukara, purvaprayogosthane. Deva plus udakam, devodakam. Maha plus udakam, ahodakam. Deva plus Urja, Devorja. Aha plus Urja, Mahorja. So the first point is Ekara Gunadeshaha is covered. Second point is Okara Gunadeshaha. The third one is, what are the guna letters? A, O. A, O are covered. Now the third one is the letter A. Akara or Akara plus Rikara Rikara ityatra Akarasya Uchchanasthanam Kantaha, Rikarasya Uchchanasthanam Murdha. Atra Yadyapi Akara Ekara Okarebhyaha Kasyapi Varnasya Uchcharanam Kanta Murdha Nasti. Yes, Akara is Kanta, Ekara is Kantatalu, Okara is Kantoshtam. Where is Murdha? Murdha is not there, and Rikara happens to be Murdha. Therefore, which one you will select? Best one is only Akara. Best one is only Akara. Tatapi Urandraparaha, that we will see. Urandraparaha ityanena etat jnayate yat Rikarasya sthane pravartamanaha akara, ikara, ukaraha sarvada repena saha eva agachat. When, because here akara is the right option, right, is a possible adesha. Therefore, akara is going to replace. Akara is going to replace the purva varna as well as the para varna. Both happens to be akara. Both are a plus e, a plus r. In both places, akara is going to come as adesha, and akara is unletter. When unletter is replaced, when unletter replaces rikara, repa will be appended to it. We have seen that. So a plus r ityatra kevala akara iti gunadesha na bhavati targi repa sagita akara ar iti raparaha akaraha eva gunadesha rupena agacchati, because a, that is purva varna is a, akara or akara, paravarna is rikara or rikara. So r is there, which is going to be replaced by what? By the letter akara, which is ikuna letter. And when the unletters a, e, u, akara, ikara, ukara, when it replaces r, repa will be appended to it by the sutra uran raparaha. By the sutra uran raparaha. Therefore, the adesha will not be a, the adesha will be ar. Ar iti raparaha akaraha eva gunadesha rupena agacchati. Ar iti asya uchcharna sthanam. Now kanta murdha. Now it is kanta murdha. So matching. It is sthana dharmyena akara rikara yoga uchcharna sthana tana uchcharna sthana vat eva asti. Ataha a or a plus r or r ityatra ubhayogastane sthana dharmyena ar adesha bhavati. That is why in the beginning when we learned ar as also as a guna letter, taking into this possibility when the unletter replaces rikara, repa will come. Therefore, in the beginning itself we said a, o guna letter, and ar also will come in the place when rikara is replaced. So ar. So Uran Raparaha, that we will see, that sutra, we will see when Raparaha will come. I don't know whether we have seen that. Uhu an Raparaha. Maybe we'll see that.
No.
Then. You have seen that?
No, ji.
Okay, next class we will see that. But we know what it means, that the rule we have seen. The sutra we can see in the next class. It is connected to this, therefore we can see that in the next class. Then the next one is giving Likara. A or a plus likara iti atrapi uran raparaha iti yanena sutrena akaraga sada al iti laparaha agacchati. Because that ra, the run, that is the raparaha, the ra, that ra covers lakara also. That we will see later in the next class. So therefore, here also, if likara is there, that will be replaced by al. So lakara is appended. So al iti asya uchcharanasthanam kantadanta यत् स्थानधर्मेण अकार लिकारयोः उच्चारणस्थानवत् एव भवति अतः अकार आकार प्लस लिकार इत्यत्र उपयोगस्थाने स्थानधर्मेण अल् आदेशः भवति तवा प्लस लिकारः तवल्कारः. Here purva is akara, para is likara. In both should be replaced by one gunadesha. Which one you will take? Akara, ekara, okara. A-O cannot come. Akara must alone come. If akara is going to be replaced, and akara is unlettered, so when it replaces likara, lakara will be appended to it. That is also by the same sutra, Uran Raparaha. That we will see. The next class. So when we see that, we will understand why it is ar, why it is al. Nyatavyam. Asmin sutre प्रयुक्तः आत् अयं शब्दः अकारस्य पंचमी एकवचनम अस्ति. Yes, that's important to be noted. You don't think it has the takara is for taparaha tatkalasya, that is for limiting the letter only to a. No, takara you can add to a letter to limit only to that varna. That also takara we use, but that is not the takara here. So here tapara karanam nasti. Here, the ad gunaha, that at, the takara is not the takara which is limiting the varna only to akara. That is not meant here. It is panchami vibhakti of akara. Okay, that you need to note. Atra tapara karanam nasti. So tapara karanam not there. When it is not there, therefore it can bring it savarna. If tapara karanam is there, then the possibility of rasva akara, that will not be there. That's a problem. Therefore, here it is tapara karanam nasti. Yataha akarasya tapara karanam bhavitum na hargati. Okay, because tapara karanam not there, therefore it is not only a. That's what he says. So this sandhi is called guna sandhi. Therefore, avarna followed by ach, both are replaced by guna letter. So now we are modifying our understanding. Previously we said avarna followed by asavarna ach. Now we will say avarna followed by ach. Comfortably we can say. When it followed by ach means what? It could be savarna ach or asavarna ach. If it is savarna ach, then apply dirgha sandhi, apavada. If it is asavarna ach, then apply adguna. So that we don't have to say it anymore, because we know utsarga, we know apavada. So simply we can say avarna followed by ach, apply guna, with the understanding when it is followed by savarna ach, it will be dirgha sandhi, not guna sandhi. Okay, this we can talk only in Ashtadhyayi class. We cannot talk that in other class. Other class, if we talk, then it will be confusion. Okay, so when avarna is followed by ach, guna sandhi will be the result. You got any doubts?
No.
So the next class we will see Uran Raparaha, important sutra, and Vriddhirechi, apavada to this rule adgunaha. 6187. So 6187 and Uran Raparaha 1151. These two we will see the next class. So we can stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಅಜ್ಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Anyone understand? Follow this class?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Ji.
Am I going fast?
No, no, Ji, it's fine.
இந்த கிளாசிபிகேஷன் பண்ணும்போது ஜி அந்த ஆதிர் அந்தியன சஹேதா வந்து சன்யா சூத்திரத்துல தானே வரும்.
Adi and Sanya Sutrala varadu. It is
1-1.
Pratyahara form. You are forming a Pratyahara.
So விதி சூத்திரம் தானே அது.
Yes, it's all considered Vidhi Sutra. That's like it's a Grahaka Sutra, otherwise Vidhi Sutra we can call Pratyahara Vidayaka Sutrani. Yes, it is the sutra which is helpful for forming the Pratyahara. Therefore, it comes under the Vidhi Sutra only.
Okay.